the last interview I saw with you was in Jim Murnak interviewed you in 2009, and here we are in 2025. I just want to ask you, have things turned out as you thought since then? Have you enjoyed your time? Have you been surprised? It's a big question, I know.
It is a big question, but thankfully in the past, I don't want to say a decade of, at least a decade, minus the year of the pandemic, that I started working here at Amsterdam Billiards as a league director for Team Maple, which is a beginner intermediate league that runs on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And then a couple of seasons, maybe a couple of years later, then I took over the straight pool league on Mondays and Saturdays as well. So I've been very busy with these leagues, running these leagues here at Amsterdam Billiards, which I thoroughly enjoy being here for the players, league members, pool family, friends. Also compete in Team 9 with my team. It's just, I know they love it. I love it. So we're in the right place.
So you are league director for 4 leagues right now?
Yes. Well, actually 2. Team Maple, which is Tuesday, it's 2 nights, Tuesday and Wednesday.
Okay.
My team plays on Thursday nights, Team 9 ball. My team is the Northern Lights, which we happened to win this last season of Team 9, which is awesome. Very proud of my guys. And also straight ball on Mondays and Saturdays.
Okay. That must be a tremendous amount of work from what I've heard of people who run leagues.
It is, but the work is enjoyable. Again, being here for all the league members, the players, again, pool family, friends, and so forth. When you love what you do, you don't really call it work. You know, you come in, you get the job done, and obviously, me loving pool, I just want to do the best that I possibly can for myself, the club, and all of its league members.
And you also give lessons. I know you're giving a couple lessons today. Is that a big part of your income, or is that you have a number of people you give lessons or coach?
I have several students that work with me over the years, returning students as well. But it's also nice to teach absolute beginners who have never ever hit a cue ball ever. I enjoy sharing knowledge, and also obviously get a little bread and butter from that.
Yeah,
just to make a living, help with the cost of living.
Well, I've been playing since at least 2009, and I hit like a beginner. So maybe I should take a lesson from you, because that would work for both of us, I think. Are these players? I guess I think of you as a 14-1 player primarily, but you also play one pocket. Is that true?
I would say more of one pocket. I do love one pocket. Over the years, I've grown to love straight pool more so than I have ever in the beginning. My beginning early years, it was always 9 ball.
Yeah.
9 ball, 9 ball, 9 ball.
Yeah.
And my side game for the cash was one pocket.
Okay. Yeah. Have you ever considered the games like carom, 3-cushion, those? I mean, as a skilled cue sports player, you could play those if you wanted. Have you ever thought of those?
To be honest with you, I truly love 3-cushion billiards. I absolutely love that game. That game is, in my opinion, more so challenging than it is here on the pool table.
Yeah.
I just think through experience and throughout the years of off and on of 3-cushion, it's truly, I can't even explain how 3-cushion, the love for playing 3-cushion, it's enjoyable. I would love to compete if I could in a professional 3-cushion tournament just to see how I would do.
Yeah.
I think that would be awesome. When I do have time to go play 3-cushion, it would be Carom Cafe in Flushing, Queens. Pre-pandemic, they had a straight pool tournament there. I really enjoyed being there for a tournament as well, which was a lot of fun. I actually had the the pleasure of Efren Reyes helping me out in my game of straight pool.
Wow.
I was practicing early morning, and I got there early, so I was just practicing, warming up for my match daily, and then Efren Reyes sees me and from a distance comes over and just starts showing me this, showing me that, do this, do that, and I was kind of like, okay, wow, this is a very heartfelt thing of him to do.
Yeah, yeah. Have you played snooker at all?
It's funny. My friend and teammate Sean Curran has a membership at the athletic club, and they have snooker tables there. And we went and this was actually like a couple months ago. First, I played snooker for the first time ever. At least tried.
Wow.
It was fun.
Yeah.
I don't even know the rules, but I love watching snooker, the highlights on Instagram, this and that. All I did was just try to fire all these shots like what I see on highlight clips. What's interesting, the very first pool room I was born into my pool life, was called Northern Lights Billiards. And
in Anchorage.
Yes. They also had 1 3-cushion table. They had 2 7-foot bar tables. They had 11 Brunswicks, just like the black one back here. They also had a snooker table, and they also had a back room set aside for tournaments, which with 6 more tables in a private space, which is incredible.
Wow.
What an incredible room that I was in.
It sounds like a great room.
It was a great room. I miss that room to this day. I wish it was around. It was a 24-hour pool room. It would be it'd be a great place to revisit. That's for sure.
Yeah, that would be like a great reunion. You know, if we did a video of you going back, that would be something.
Northern Lights Billiards, 24 hours. I worked. There was a manager. Actually, what I used to do to earn free pool time, I would vacuum and clean all the tables and clean the room, vacuum the floors, and even mop the tables. It's an old school form of mopping the table to felt to really get them all clean and nice. Wow. It was the manager at the time. He worked a graveyard shift, so I would come in late at night, help him for like 45 minutes just to play for free, because it was costly back. Well, it was not as much as it is today, but still, as a young teenager, I just helped to work for free pool time.
So you were just immersed in pool at that very formative age of when your skills are developing, and I'm not saying you're sleeping on the pool table, but you're there like a lot.
In those days, it being a 24-hour pool room, yes, I was there for a lot of hours, putting a lot of time playing cheap money games, 9-ball, 8-ball, last pocket 8-ball.
Did you have a mentor back then, or was it until you came to New York that you met people who could help you with your game?
There was a pro named Dennis Hiramoto, nicknamed Buddha, who had his student come and clean up my form, which I think was a blessing in disguise. I don't want that's the right way to say it. Really, I didn't ask for it. I think they just saw how this kid was putting in so much time and dedication and just playing money games here and there, left and right, 24/7. It just felt like it just kept going and going and going. And his student came and fixed my form.
Yeah.
Straightened out my wrist, my backswing, and then I picked up a lot from him correcting my form. And again, very appreciative and thankful that someone would just do that, you know.
So how would you say one gets better at this? Because you're a top player. I mean, if you think of, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, where you're in the .0001 skill level of something that's a pretty popular game. Is that just raw talent, or is it, like they say, the 10,000 hours of doing it? How do you think you improve so much? How do you get better?
Well, definite the so-called 10,000 hours. Yes, day in and day out. I think the money games, playing for money, helped me a
I
lot.
was going to ask you about that.
Playing all disciplines and learning each game. I would say playing different levels of players.
Mm-hmm.
And at that time, I was unaware of handicaps. I just thought it was the norm that everybody was playing for money.
Yeah.
And I didn't turn down a money game whatsoever. I was just like, okay, what's your game? Let's play. And
And did that really sharpen you, the money games? I mean, the pressure of that?
I played higher skill level players without my knowledge, and I would just kind of just like pay attention to what they were doing, how they were doing it, and I was learning as I was going.
You had a great quote, I think it's on your Instagram, where you say, I'm either going to win or learn. And I love that. And I also remember in that first interview you did with Jim, talking about playing Dennis Hatch, and you actually, I think, switched to one pocket or 14-1, and you took a couple rounds off him, so that must have been a thrill.
So yeah, I mean, I have to be thankful for Dennis Hatch I want to say during the Big Apple 9-Ball Challenge in early 2000s that was held at Master Billiards in Queens. I knew of Dennis Hatch, and I was like, I know he's a great player. He's a pro, whatever. Like, and I was just thankful that he accommodated me to playing cheap sets.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, even if it was $50 sets, I knew going in I was going to donate.
Yeah.
I'll donate a few sets. I just want to see how I stand up.
Yeah.
I want to say at least 2 out of the 4 sets went hill. I just didn't have the experience to close out.
Yeah.
You felt a little like, okay, this guy's good, this guy's great, and then it comes with experience, know.
Yeah.
But thanks to him, he gave me the experience.
Yeah. And you got some confidence from those money matches. When you win, you're like, hey, I can handle it.
Yeah, I can hang with the best of them.
Wanted to ask you a question about your Native American heritage. Have you felt any discrimination in the pool world based on that? Or is it that, I'm in the pool world I think of, and you can correct me, it's pretty democratic with, Filipinos and Asians. And I mean, I guess you don't actually see a lot of African Americans in the pool world, but has it been an open situation, or have you felt like discriminated against?
No, I think more so outside in the open world, you felt that.
Yeah.
But I've never ever really felt anything like that in the pool world, which is it's pretty amazing actually. All mix of races play this game. They love this game.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Do you ever get tired of playing? Do you ever just need a break from it all?
I want to say mid 2007 when things seemed to slow down with money games, less money games, this and that. You live that life of where you grind and you grind and you grind. You're living off the game, and the money games become less and less and less.
Yeah.
Where you can't afford lunch if you don't. Let's just put it this way: if I don't win, I don't eat.
Yeah.
It became that situation. I felt for the first 7 years that I lived here, I didn't work. All I was just doing was living off this game.
Yeah.
Cash money games and tournaments and just grinding the scene. And what it felt, to be honest with you, it felt like it became work and it became less enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like I just needed to step away and get a job and just go to work.
Yeah.
I wanted to make money again, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How prevalent are drugs and alcohol in the pool world that you could pick the level? I mean,
that's an interesting question. In my early years, when I first started playing pool, I want to say I was 15 years old. I did not have my first drink until I turned 23. I won my first 2 championships at 19. It was the Intermediate Alaska State 9-Ball Championship, and then it was the Men's Open Pro Championship. I won that back-to-back, and when I first turned 21, everybody is so excited. They turn 21. They can now go to a bar. They can have their first drink. To be honest with you, pool I was so into this game. I loved this game. It was a nice. It still is a nice discipline.
Yeah.
It kept me out of trouble. And again, I didn't have my first drink until I was 23. So, and
Yeah.
I've never done drugs, thankfully. Never smoked. So, I mean, different strokes for different folks. But I love this game so much, so it keeps me just trying.
It's almost like it's its own drug, right?
It is.
It can be.
It is.
Can be.
You could definitely lose sleep over this.
Yes. One last question, and thank you very much for agreeing to do this interview. Would you ever open your own pool room? Is that something you would like to do at some point, given all that you were funded and all?
That would be the dream, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can create a perfect pool world,
Yeah.
It would be a nice endeavor. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I think just for more so, I would love to, if I can, help and support other professional players, if I could, if I would. I would dig in deep to try to find outside sponsors to help players with travel expenses, this and that. It's obviously airfare, hotel, tournament entry.
Yeah.
There's a lot of expenses that add up.
Yeah.
And you're going in anywhere from 2 to 3K stuck before you even hit a ball.
Yeah.
And players, all over the world are playing their hearts out to get into the prize money.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you finish in the prize money, you barely break even.
Yeah.
So, it's a factor that I've just seen over the decades. I've learned it. I've lived it.
Yeah, people don't know that aside from the top 5 or 10 players, it's really economically challenging. I've read that about tennis. Once you get outside the top 100 players, people are staying in hostels or they're trying to qualify, and it's a very rough life. And I think even more so for pool because, you guys are the best in the world, and it's not like golf where, the 500th best is still probably making money there. So
probably clearing a couple $100,000.
I have a good name for your pool room. Southern Lights, if it's in the lower 48. You like it?
Southern Lights Billiards?
Yes.
That's actually not bad.
All right. It's you can overrule that if you like. All right, Sean. Thank you again, and I guess we'll see you on the next one.
No, thank you, Roy, for having me answer these questions and kind of give insight on my life, my pool life. It's happy to know that players are still interested in learning the story, so I appreciate it as well.
Absolutely. Take care.
Yeah.